Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Tori. Today is Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. And we begin with a wild turkey on the loose and attacking people in Washington, D.C. The suspect is described as male, heavyset, 3.5 feet tall, with a blue head and neck, pink flaps on his chin, and shiny black and bronze feathers. More than a dozen walkers and bikers have been injured by the turkey's sharp beak and talons in the last few months, so most locals are now avoiding the paths in the wooded area near Kenilworth Marsh. As for why this turkey is still at large, a D.C. park guide known as Ranger Joe tells the Washington Post the turkeys are wily birds and pretty hard to catch, but a task force made up of multiple agencies is currently on the hunt to capture and relocate this turkey to a safer location. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has become the most senior U.S. official to visit Ukraine's capital city, where she met with President Zelensky over the weekend. The speaker, who made this secret trip with a group of other lawmakers, pledged American support until victory is won. And yesterday, Ms. Pelosi met with the president of Poland, a key ally in the efforts to help Ukraine. Meanwhile, in an impressive sign of trying to return to normalcy, the ballet resumed performances in the western city of Lviv. A makeup artist for the dancers told CNN that cultural performances are needed now more than ever as a way to show everyone that life can go on. A social media giant is seriously upping the selfie game. Snapchat is releasing Pixie, a miniature drone that takes off and lands in your hand and follows one of 4 flight paths, including floating in the air, orbiting your head for a 360, or tagging along behind. While it's designed to be a companion for Snapchat, it reportedly can be used with any other platform. Speaking of social media, the European Union recently passed a historic law that will hold tech giants like Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, Google, Twitter, and TikTok, accountable for illegal content. If those companies don't do a better job of policing the information posted on their sites, they now risk billions in fines. The law aims to end an era of self-regulation, where tech companies set their own policies about what content could stay up or be taken down. The trick will be in how to enforce the new rules, which are set to begin next year. Scientists in Japan have developed a shocking way to improve our health, with electric chopsticks designed to help people cut down on salt. Though human bodies need salt, many people eat far too much of it. So, how does it work? Kirin, a Japanese company that sells foods and drinks, worked with researchers to develop special chopsticks connected by a wire to a battery pack that can be worn on the wrist. When the tips of the chopsticks are put in the mouth, a very light electric current, too small to be felt as a shock, changes the way the tongue tastes certain chemicals. Experiments show that with the chopsticks, food could have up to 30% less salt and still taste just as salty. So far, Kirin hasn't announced plans to sell the chopsticks, but it is looking into ways the technology could be used with other eating utensils, including spoons. That's it for Kid News. Today's Kid News quiz is generously sponsored by the Joshi family of New York, New York, who'd like to give a big cheer for Kaylin, who turns 10 today. Mom, Dad, Farah, and Leela hope you take a break from swinging that baseball bat and celebrate this special day. Happy birthday, Kaylin. Now, today's quiz. A wild turkey is attacking people in what U.S. city? Washington, D.C. Who is the most senior U.S. official to visit Ukraine's capital city? House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. What's the name of the new mini drone that's a selfie camera? Pixie. Scientists have developed what new device to try to improve health? Electric chopsticks. In today's Teacher Appreciation Week Kid News Kicker, we feature New Jersey English teacher Sean Adler, who set up a pandemic project to help students work through their emotions and become the heroes of their own story. It started out as a journaling assignment for Cliffside Park High School kids to document their coronavirus-era lives, including the highs and lows. Then they decided to publish the essays and title the memoir, The Class of COVID-19, The Second Wave. The experience was so empowering for the first 75 students that Mr. Adler proposed they do it again, with a bigger scope. Mr. Adler teamed up with Ramapo College, so now schools across New Jersey can participate in upcoming volumes. The books are for sale on Amazon, and the proceeds help fund student scholarships. Before we go, thank you again to the Joshi family for sponsoring today's quiz. Happy birthday to Kaylin, and a big Teacher's Appreciation Week hello to his teacher, Marcus Leslie, at the Friends Seminary in New York, New York. And if you're interested in sponsoring a KidNuz podcast, all the info can be found on our website, kidnuz.org. Now to our other rockstar teachers and their classrooms during this special week. Mr. Young at McConnell Elementary in Hickson, Tennessee. Mrs. Darling at Swan River School in Big Fork, Montana. Mrs. Scotty at Waterford Elementary in Waterford Township, New Jersey. Ms. V, whose Merrimack Mustangs love KidNuz at Merrimack Elementary in St. Louis, Missouri. And Mrs. Quinn at James T. Jones Elementary in Gladstone, Michigan. Thanks for listening. It really helps if you rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. We hope you tune in for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.